We are losing our minds without even noticing it. Not in a dramatic way, but slowly, quietly, the way we live, the way we work, or even scroll through things, or even the way we design things. Like we are becoming versions of ourselves we never choose. There have been phases in my life where I realized I wasn't actually living, I was just functioning, and responding to deadlines, completing tasks, following routines, or doing eventually everything automatically. From the outside, I looked very efficient to people, even to myself. But inside, I felt so numb, like empty, or even I would say disconnected to myself. And the scariest part was that I didn't even notice it happening. It's like I slipped into automation without even my permission. And that's what happens when we stop thinking deeply. We become fast, productive, empty at the same time. Our bodies move, but our mind is not with us. As a design student, this shows up a lot in my process. I have made projects that got great feedback, but I knew inside that I wasn't really present in the process. When something wasn't mine, when the project didn't had any soul, I can see that, I can feel it. Because when you don't think deeply, your work becomes surface level, pretty, correct, but not meaningful. And it's not just me, I see it everywhere in the whole world. We are overstimulated, we are under reflective, and we consume more content in a week than people used to do it in a year. We see tragedies on news, disasters, violence, injustice, and we scroll past through them because our minds are exhausted. We are becoming numb to things we should never be numb to. We are losing our ability to feel, to care, to connect, and ironically, that's exactly when we start fearing machines. We say AI is taking over us, replacing us, but sometimes it feels like we are already turned ourselves into machines long before AI ever arrived. We become automated versions of ourselves while complaining about automation. And that's the sad irony of our lives and our times. Design is also suffering from the same thing. Everything is now about speed, templates, trends, dopamine. The world doesn't want depth, it wants output. Clients want what the competitor is doing. Design becomes about attention, not meaning. And but when we lose deep thinking, we lose everything that makes us human: awareness, empathy, identity, creativity, self reflection, responsibility, and connection to the world, even. We lose it. We lose the ability to imagine futures. We lose the ability to question systems, even to care about real things. But I don't think deep thinking even disappears. I think it gets buried under the noise we have, and it comes back when the moment you make space for it. For me, it comes from silence, from writing, from questioning myself, from observing things slowly: people, buildings, conversations, the sky, from letting myself feel instead of hiding everything away. And I honestly believe that deep thinking can be practiced, that just like design or any other skill. Here are a few things that helped me personally. And this is not advice, just small practice that open space in my mind. If it seems useful to you, that would be wonderful. And if not, then please don't take it as advice, okay? So, what helped me really to make space in my mind was I write my thoughts often. I think it brings a lot of clarity to see myself, to see my own thoughts, how I'm processing them. Second, I would say consume consciously because you really need to curate what goes inside your mind. Third, allow silence, even for 10 minutes without simulation. Just spend that 10 minutes just in silence, doing exactly nothing. Fourth, ask why. Every time you react to something, you need to question why you are reacting too much. And sometimes we react too much without even questioning ourselves. Why am I reacting? We just go with the flow. You know what I mean? And that's what we should not be doing. We should be questioning ourselves, questioning our way of reacting to things, our behaviors, our understanding, etc. Fifth, slow down your work intentionally. I think that brings a lot of peace when you know that you're intentionally slowing down, and it helps you grasp the whole understanding of the topic you're working on. Next, talk to people who think differently. Maybe it's something you can find, maybe not, that depends. But talk to people. Talking to people is very good, but also decide on what kind of people you want to talk to. That is very important as well. It's like curating what you want to consume in terms of content. Next, read things that challenge your mind, like philosophy, essays, or long form ideas. I really think that even psychology can help you think deeper, understand things more. So do read that stuff. And if you want some direction, I can even recommend you some things I do read personally. And just let me know. But yeah, that's a different story. Next, spend time alone without distraction. I think it's very important to spend a lot of time with yourself to really understand where you stand as a person. I think I used to ignore that a lot before. Like, I just used to keep myself so distracted and busy with things that I just used to focus on things I can do in place of just sitting with myself and let let the silence go down. I just never tried. I used to just let myself away from that. And I would really suggest, if you really want to think deeply, I think solitude helps a lot. So yeah, overall, these aren't rules. These are just few invitations I think could help you guys. You can choose whatever resonates with you. Thinking deeply isn't about being serious or intellectual. It's more about being human. It's more about being awake. And it's about not living on autopilot, like really questioning things and understanding things. And if there is one thing I want you to take from this video, it's not an answer, it's a question. The question is, when was the last time you actually thought deeply about your life, about your work, about the world you live in? Yes, because I think the moment we start thinking deeply again, we start coming back to ourselves. And maybe that's what we have been missing all along. Thank you.